Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. Sha'Carri Richardson's 100-meter world championship crown is under threat in 2025. Her season began with a fourth place finish in Tokyo, clocking 11.47 seconds, her slowest since 2021. Prefontaine Classic saw her finishing last. At the U.S. Championships, she ran only one 100m round, finishing second in her heat, showing flashes but not dominance. Meanwhile, Melissa Jefferson Wooden has surged ahead, posting a world-leading 10.65 seconds, emerging as a serious contender. Richardson, facing recent setbacks, including injury and legal issues, might not focus on the gold in Tokyo, but her eyes will be there to have the silver or the bronze on her neck. Anything other than that, it's going to be a fallout in Tokyo. These three things can help her with that. Every time Sha'Carri Richardson runs, it is a situation, said Coach Rob in one of his YouTube videos streamed on August 15th. And no debates there. Every time the 2023 world champion has stepped foot on the track, there's always been a special light on her. How is her start? How is she running? What is she doing around the curves? What time did she clock and whatnot? Further in the video, he added, "We have a lot of evidence this year that Sha'Carri Richardson is likely not going to be on the podium, but if you're still putting her there, you're doing it because of what we've seen in history." This brings us to point one, how she plans her rounds until finals. In the 2023 World Championships, she had clocked a time of 10.92 seconds, slow for her standard, yet she won. In the semifinal, she was third with 10.84 on the clock. She walked out of the championship after clocking the fastest time of that season. In the finals, the track pundit added, "The truth is with a Sha'Carri Richardson 100-meter dash race, you really don't know what you're looking at until you get to about the 50m mark, because about that moment is when she starts to put a move on." Point two, if she is ahead after the 50 millimeters, she is going to win. If she is not, beware, she is coming. Examples are countless. Richardson had the slowest start in the Olympic finals with a reaction time of 0.221 seconds. What happened next? She trailed the pack for the first 40m, crossing 10m in 2.03s, 03s, and 40m in 5.14s. Beginning at the 50m mark, she accelerated, covering 10m in 0.93s to move into fourth, tied with Melissa Jefferson, then ran the next 10m in 0.94s, reaching second place by 60m. The woman who started the slowest in that race was the second best. The third point, the unexpected factor. Let's be honest, nobody would bet their money on Richardson given her current form. Rarely is anyone counting her for the win in the world, but so did anyone in 2023 before the race, even though the Olympian had run impressively that season, winning the national title in 10.82 seconds. She wasn't seen as a top contender on the world stage. Why? The competition was fierce with experienced champions like Shelley and Fraser Price chasing a sixth world title, and Sha'Carri Jackson leading the world rankings at 10.65 seconds. There are still two Diamond League meets in the finals to go for her before Tokyo. She has come back once before. Maybe Lawson can be the 50m mark. Sha'Carri Richardson has come back in the past, but is it too late now? Richardson has come back before. At the start of the 2024 Diamond League season, she appeared to be struggling. She ran 22.99 seconds for second place in Xiamen and 23.11 seconds for third in Shanghai. Respectable times, but far below her usual standard. Then at the semifinals, of the 2024 U.S. trials, she made a powerful statement of her return by winning the 200m in a season-best 21.92 seconds with no other sprinter breaking 22 seconds. And by this, she had already clocked a season-best 10.71 seconds in the finals of the trials, narrowly beating Melissa Jefferson by 900ths. She had roared, announcing that she is coming back. Now for sure, this was the 200m, but it shows she had it in her mind and her legs to set back the setbacks and give her everything on the track. The only thing is time. There are only weeks to go before the Tokyo World Championship start, and Sha'Carri Richardson has 3 big races at best before she begins a fight for her position in the finals of the 100-meter World Championships. Can she do it? Sha'Carri Richardson has always carried an aura larger than life, a blazing sprinter with dazzling hair, infectious charisma, and the kind of swagger that made track and field irresistible to casual fans. But for every breathtaking 100-meter dash, there's been a shadow, controversy, heartbreak, or unexpected fallout. Now, with the Tokyo World Championships leaving her legacy bruised, and her critics louder than ever, the question is no longer just about speed. It's about survival. Can Sha'Carri rise again? Can she silence the whispers that say her glory days are behind her? The good news, absolutely. But it will require more than just raw talent. Here are 3 things that could save Sha'Carri Richardson from a fallout of Tokyo. 3 pillars upon which her redemption story could be built. 1. Mental resilience, owning the narrative. For sure, the biggest battle isn't on the track. It's in the arena of perception. After Tokyo, many voices were quick to pile on. Some called her inconsistent. Others questioned her preparation. And few even wrote her off as a one-hit wonder. But if Sha'Carri has taught the world anything, it's that she thrives under pressure to save her career from the narrative spiral. She must seize control of her story, not by running away from the criticism, but by facing it head-on. Imagine Sha'Carri stepping up to the microphones unapologetically, candid, admitting where she stumbled, but fiercely declaring where she's headed. Transparency could turn doubters into believers. Take Serena Williams as an example. When critics labeled her too emotional or too powerful, Serena embraced it, flipping the criticism into fuel for her greatness. Sha'Carri must do the same. She doesn't need to silence her critics with words alone. Her very resilience will be her statement. If she cultivates her mental strength, blocks out the noise, and maintains unwavering belief in herself, she won't just bounce back. She'll redefine herself as a champion who refuses to be broken by setbacks. Why it matters? Because when the world sees an athlete rise from ashes with honesty and grit, the respect doubles. Tokyo doesn't have to be a stain. It can be the turning point. 2. A sharper race strategy from talent to technique. Sha'Carri's speed has never been in doubt. Her explosion out of the blocks, her drive phase, and her finishing kick have given fans moments of brilliance. But the Tokyo fallout exposed cracks in her approach, not in her talent, but in her tactics. In sprinting, raw speed is only part of the equation. Champions like Shalane Fraser, Price, and Elaine Thompson-Herah built their dominance not just on fast legs, but on clinical execution. For Sha'Carri, tightening her strategy could make the difference between fading late and holding to minimize wasted milliseconds. It means pacing her races better, knowing when to explode and when to relax. It means studying her Jamaican rivals not with envy, but with calculation. Where do they gain? Where do they falter? And how can she craft her run to exploit those details? Thanks for watching.